Our program today will follow this outline. We'll first hear from our valedictorian, Brianne Yamauchi. After Brianne's remarks, I'll have a few remarks, and then we'll award the diplomas, and then we'll hear from our commencement speaker, Jonathan Bullen. Brianne?
Thank you. I love Utah State. And I love the John M. Huntsman School of Business. Do you remember when we were in school and summer break seemed to last a lot longer than when we got to college? Or when you turn 1 year older on your 5th birthday and be so excited to turn 1 year older? When we were young, it seemed like we would live forever. It seemed like there was a limitless number of sunrises and an unbroken road stretching endlessly before us. However, the older we get, the more we look back on life, only to realize how short that road really is. Graduation commencement addresses are typically full of cliches. We focus on what got us to where we are now, usually reflecting on our humble beginnings as a freshman. And we also reflect on where we're going with quotes from Dr. Seuss like, "Oh, the places you'll go." But we fail to realize right here, right now. While we can always count on having the same number of hours in a day, the same number of days in a year, I believe that the reason why summer breaks have seemed shorter the older we get is primarily caused by a failure to live in the present. We're very good at preparing to live, but we're not very good at living. We know how to sacrifice years for a diploma, and we know how to sacrifice to get a job, a car, and a house. But we fail to realize that we are living in the present moment, the only moment that is guaranteed for us to be living. When you reside in the past or look to the future, thinking that the next mountain must have a better view than the one that we are currently on, you miss your whole life. So don't see this moment as just something to check off your to-do list. Look around you right now. You're in an incredible spot. You're surrounded by people who support and care about you. Take that in. It is not until we learn to live in the moment that we can find true happiness. I have learned that you'll never change your life unless you're willing to change your daily routine. Success is found in our daily routines. I've also learned this list seemed to resonate with people. So here are 3 practices that if you will do on a consistent basis will bring you joy now. Number 1, write one thing down that you are grateful for every day. This will train your mind to focus on the positives. Number 2, do one thing for one person every day of which you will never reap personal benefits. Our beloved John M. Huntsman, who is with us today, said, "There is no more important human quality than sharing with others. There is no source of true happiness more complete than an act of charity. It is what life is all about. We are but temporary trustees of our fortunes, no matter the size. True giving is doing something for someone who can never repay you." Number 3, have a plan A, and that plan A is to work hard, and your plan B, to stick with plan A. It might surprise many of you to know that school does not come easy for me. I had to work my tail off. It is not until we learn to find joy in the journey that the destination becomes an amazing place to be. Find joy now. Let's not wait until we are older to appreciate the present. Too many of us right now are sacrificing time in the pursuit of money, but those who are at the end of their lives would gladly give money for more time. Always remember that the wisest thing to do in the present is to be present. Congratulations, class of 2017. Let's do our Aggie name proud.
Thank you, Brianne. You've showed us and reminded us how passionate and emotional this time is for all of us. And I just want to say to you, I totally agree with you about your ideas about how valuable time is. I've often said to my own children, let's make it a trade. You give me whatever you've got, I'll give you whatever I've got, and we'll call it even. I can't get any of them to go along with that. Today is a special occasion for all of us, as is every commencement. Every now and then, however, an truly extraordinary event happens, as has happened this morning. For those of you who are with us in our morning convocation, you know that President Crockett announced the largest gift ever to Utah State University, a joint gift from Jon Huntsman and Charles Koch for $50 million. What do you think about that, huh? Now, I'm going to ask my friend John to come to the podium and take just a few minutes, but before we do that, we've prepared a little video that will put a little bit of this into perspective. So if you'll just look up to the screen.
Education is first and foremost what propels men and women to move ahead in their lives. It's very, very critical that our students understand the power and the capacity they have within themselves to be creative, to be innovative, and to become great leaders of tomorrow through this innovative type thinking.
This generous gift that's coming from Mr. Huntsman and Mr. Koch is going to bring a college education to even more students who want to be part of the Huntsman School of Business.
It's a true honor for me to partner with my long-term friend, Jon Huntsman, to support the great work at Utah State University.
The Huntsman and Koch combination brings together principled entrepreneurship, the wonderful ability of ethics and honor and integrity.
A principled entrepreneur is someone who is dedicated to succeeding by creating value for others, and doing it with integrity and humility and treating others with dignity and respect.
It is our hope that these young men and women who go through these programs will bear this same type of legacy in their life. And that's why we're so excited to join together.
A college education really needs to have people embrace different kinds of cultures, different kinds of thoughts. It's really investing in the future by the students that we graduate from the Huntsman School of Business, the future of the world.
Now, I give you Jon Huntsman.
You guys are making too big a fuss over $50 million measly dollars. Come here a minute, Brianne. Come here, sweetheart. Listen, if I was 60 years younger, we'd be a great couple. Just think of it. Isn't she cute? I mean, my goodness. What a great job. Thanks, Brianne. So proud of you. Oh, boy. You know, I'm so proud of you and this great faculty and you students, two of my grandchildren, a beautiful granddaughter and a relatively handsome grandson. And Karen and I are so proud to be with you today. And I hope we listen to what Brianne said. She really made some very critical comments. I was thinking as I was sitting here today that some people must think, well, Mr. Huntsman or Mr. Koch, they both give away a lot of money. They must have the Midas touch. I don't know if you know what the Midas touch is or have heard about it, But King Midas in Greek mythology was an individual who the Greek people believed at one time, when they had a major contribution to make on the planet, thought that whatever this king touched would turn to gold, and that whatever he did would be successful and would turn out to make him a lot of money. And I've thought about that many times. I was born in a rural home in southern Idaho. My father was a rural school teacher. He made $99 a month. And we didn't have any money at all in our life growing up. But we had the support of our neighbors and our friends. And I got thinking about King Midas. And I thought, I wonder if I could ever meet someone like that. And I never have. But I know what the definition of the Midas touch is. The Midas touch is hard work. Thank you, Brianne. It's integrity. It's honesty. And above all else, my dear graduates, it's something that we don't hear much about today, but it's ethics. No matter what the business occasion may bring, no matter what your situation may be personally, if you're ethical and honorable in what you're doing, you will always come out ahead, because ethics is a great thing in life. It means you're telling the truth. It means you're doing whatever deed you're doing for the right reasons. It means you're reaching out and helping others. It means that you're kind, that you're charitable, and that you have courage. All of those elements are wrapped up in ethics. And above any class you've taken, above any scholar you will ever hear, beyond any speaker that may come your way, will be to remember the word ethics and the importance of being men and women of integrity. I love you. I am so grateful for the privilege to be here. I'm humbled that a rural boy could have his name on this school. I thank you. God bless you.
It's going to be hard to top that, but fortunately we do have an act that does top it, and that is awarding you your degrees and diplomas. Today, 844 undergraduates are being recognized for earning their bachelor's degree from the Huntsman School of Business. 175 of those degrees were granted through our undergraduate program in China and will be awarded in a separate ceremony. And 154 students were honored yesterday at our commencement exercises. We'll now proceed with the granting of degrees. I would like to ask the members of our Board of Trustees who are with us today to stand at the end of the center ramp to congratulate the graduates as they come forward. I know that many friends and family members want to take photos of their graduates, and so we've arranged to have a special photographer here to do that for you. I ask for your cooperation so that we might move quickly due to the large size of our class. As a result, I would appreciate it if you would not come down to take the pictures. Our photos will be available to you to download free of charge in the later part of the week, so please resist that temptation and check our Facebook site for more information. With that, I'll ask the trustees to go down to the center of at the beginning. Yeah. And will our marshals please come forward and escort our graduates? Great. you'll stand right there, yeah. I'm pleased to say that John and Karen have two grandchildren who are graduating today, and since they have to leave for another engagement, we've invited them to come forward first. So with
Dean
that,
Anderson, I'm proud to present to you the graduates from the Management Department 2017, the group that will change the world. Ruby J. Parkin Earl, Marketing. Christopher Huffman, Business Administration.
That's okay. I'll announce you, unless you want Jim to. Could you have your card with you?
Brianna Yamamuchi, Business Administration, Marketing.
Dean Anderson, I am proud to present to you the Department of Economics and Finance graduating class.
William Stephen Wilcox, Marketing, International Business.
Xing Chao Wang, International Economics.
Thomas Kirk Dale, Business Administration.
Chun Hin Hung, International Economics.
Megan Celicia Jensen, Business Administration, Marketing.
Chung Yan Sharon Yung, Economics.
Dekel J. Newton, Business Administration, Marketing.
Hui Fu Cho, International Economics.
Chanel K. Shees, Marketing.
Si Ting Lam, International Economics.
Kira Lynn Griffiths, Marketing.
Ho Yi Ivy Chan, International Economics.
Chandra Lynn Meyer, Marketing. Natasha Kalista Siemens, Marketing.
Pavandeep Kaur Dillon, International Economics.
Michelle Lynn Yagoa, Business Administration, Marketing.
Rami Fatahi, Economics.
Sage Kylie Marsh, Marketing, Business Administration.
Daniel Hans Hansen, Economics.
Dallas John Bailey, Business Administration, Marketing.
Madison Elizabeth Simonich, Economics.
Corbett T. Hoffman, Business Administration, Marketing. Krista
Treya
Bodley,
Hammer, Economics.
Krista Bodley, Business Administration.
Ryan Oliver Bental, Finance and Economics.
Jacob Albert Sparkman, Business Administration.
Andrew Stephen Richards, Economics and Finance.
Eric Michael Stransky, Marketing.
Morgan Richards, Psychology.
Cody Nicole Sigmund, Business Administration.
Brian David Marlowe, Economics.
Devin Bruce Anderson, Business Administration.
John Paul Dameron, Finance.
Dakota Ross Gordon, Business Administration.
Garrett Michael Jones, Economics.
Aaron R. Frett, Business Administration.
Peyton Elijah Siemens, Finance and Economics.
Marcel Marie Ramirez, Rijo, Marketing Business Administration.
Colby James Grandstrom, Finance and Economics.
Carbs Frias, Marketing Business Administration.
Tian Jong Lee, Economics.
Adam M. Baird, Business Administration. Peggy Maria Casanova, International Business.
Wang Yang Liu, Economics.
Riley W. Anderson, Marketing.
Connor Knowlton, Finance.
Jacqueline Noel Tristan, Marketing.
Zayu Kian, Economics.
Jake Christopher Graham, Marketing.
Gregory Grant Christensen Naylor, Finance.
Herbert Lynn Black, Business Administration.
Nicholas Brett Rigby, Finance.
Lorena Torres Money, Business Administration.
Joseph Weston Barrialo, Finance.
Weston R. Hemphill, Business Administration.
Emma A. Nelson, Economics and Finance.
Jeffrey Tu Jorgensen, Business Administration.
Amanda Lee, Finance and Economics.
Christopher Moss, Business Administration.
Yushan Hong, Economics.
Leslie Gladys Johnson, Business Administration. Kimberly Ann Winslow, Business Administration.
Erling Jang, Economics.
Morgan J. Watson, Business Administration, Marketing.
Robert Q. Kent, International Business and Economics.
Megan Lindley Wells, Business Administration.
Yingxi Wang, Economics.
Catherine Mary Schott, Business Administration.
Yadi Wang, Economics and Finance.
Ashley May Doonan, Business Administration, Marketing.
Zhushom Jisang, Economics and Finance.
Brooke DeMille, Marketing.
Dallin Clay Casperson, Finance.
Wade Hanson Rasmussen, Marketing.
Jason Peter Dolan, International Business and Finance.
John Wells McBride, Marketing.
Chung Ying Jang, Economics and Finance.
Timothy Joseph Morrissey, Marketing.
Hui Wang, Economics.
Sharon Ann Hislop, Business Administration.
Yes Sun, Economics.
Debbie J. Begay, Business Administration.
Enzi Wang, Economics.
Hadley Elaine Jensen, Marketing.
Christopher William Christiansen, Management Information Systems, and Nicole Marie Christiansen, Finance and Economics.
Todd Leon Jepson, Marketing. Madison Marcia Thane, Marketing.
Matthew Elton Rogers, Economics.
Jose Andre Garcia, Ventura, International Business.
Stephen T. Bassett, Finance and Economics.
Mikkel Anderson, Marketing, Economics.
Rachel Lynn Rigby, Finance and Economics.
Heather M. Bear, International Business, Economics.
Marshall Drake, International Business and Economics.
Michael Rufennacht, International Business.
Ethan Matthew Kaufman, Economics and Finance.
Gary Michael Christensen, Business Administration.
Colton J. Butterfield, Finance and Economics.
Braden Todd Furlong, International Business.
Bradley Dean Scala, Finance and Economics.
Hannah Bergeson, Business Administration.
Mark Austin Meyer, Finance and Economics.
D. Whitney Cox, Business Administration.
Yekaterina Tuganivova, Economics and Marketing.
Michaela Saunders, Business Administration.
Jack William Swindles, Economics.
Hannah Morgan, Marketing.
Jordan Callie Fay, Finance.
Talmadge Booth Egan, Business Administration.
Antonio Lopez, Economics.
Dakota Holmes, Business Administration.
Jonathan Conger, Economics.
Caleb Dinsdale, Business Administration, and Kayla Dinsdale, Family Life Studies.
Alex Stephen Dimitrich, Business Administration.
Fallon E. Ferris, Business Administration.
Ethan Michael Cortazio, Economics.
Callie Lutandio Mayombe, Marketing.
Landon Frank Horn, Finance and Economics.
Stephen Andrew Sproul, Marketing.
Aubrey Lynn Griffith, Finance.
Taylor Mackenzie Knowles, Noise, Marketing.
Tyler J. Weiss, Finance and Economics.
Christopher Douglas Vedito, Marketing.
Dalton Kiowa, Forsyth, Finance and Economics.
Laura Marie Case, Business Administration, Marketing.
Aaron C. Montgomery, Finance and Economics.
Cody K. Rich, Marketing.
Britt Dean Christiansen, Finance and Economics.
Janice M. Garner, Business Administration.
Jordan C. Shipley, Finance.
Neil Fletcher McCutcheon, Business Administration.
Nicholas Tyler Haynes Goetz, Finance and Economics.
Mitchell K. Boudreau, Business Administration, Marketing.
Colton Roy Wood, Economics.
Ashley Fern Laramie, International Business, Economics.
Travis Robert Wilkinson, Finance.
Dalton Don Berkey, International Business.
Colton Kent Thompson, Finance and Economics.
Samuel H. Spencer, Business Administration, Marketing.
Jean Antonio Garcia, Economics and Political Science.
Alex Lynn Greener, Business Administration.
Miguel Recio, Economics and Agricultural Economics.
Samuel T. Metz, Business Administration.
Christopher Rodriguez Perez, Economics.
James Robert Marsh, Marketing, Business Administration.
Joel Holguin Fernandez, Economics and Anthropology.
Paul S. Larson, Business Administration.
Preston Weeks, Economics.
Alicia Ann Bennett, Marketing.
Spencer John Groneman, Economics.
Amber Jean Johnson, Business Administration.
Elisa Benyon Farley, Residential Landscape Design and Development.
Sydney Marie Rohde, Business Administration, Marketing.
Alexander Owen Farley, Finance and Economics.
Zachary Taylor Payne, Business Administration.
Carissa Cantrell, Economics and Finance.
Lauren K. Peterson, Business Administration.
Madison D. McPherson, Business Administration and Finance.
Ammon Kalapau Samia, Marketing.
Madison Brooke Nelson, Finance and Economics.
Blake John Walton, Business Administration.
Stephen T. Whitten, Finance.
Kelly Joe Vasquez, Business Administration.
Blake Thomas Lyman, Economics.
Braden Scott Mason, International Business.
Garrett Roy White, Finance and Economics.
Shayna Olson Marshall, Business Administration.
Han Emmanuel de Oliveira Carvalho, International Business and Economics.
Skylar Mark Higley, Business Administration.
Laura Marie de los Santos Arias, Economics and Finance.
Carson J. Tatton, International Business.
Shin Lian, Economics and Marketing.
Lauren Holt, Statistics. Christopher Edward Lentz, Business Administration.
Cindy Wong, Economics and Finance.
James M. Putt, Business Administration.
Shin Yu Lee, Economics.
Kevin Smith Hill, Business Administration.
Ziyan Wang, Economics and Finance.
Zachary Hardy Beck, Business Administration.
Madeline Fife, Economics and Political Science.
Andrew Merrill Malett, Business Administration.
Sarah Peck, Economics and International Studies.
Allison Lydia Williams, Business Administration.
Jamie Elizabeth Crandall, International Business, Law, and Constitutional Studies.
Sydney Elaine White, Business Administration.
Sarah Marie Danielle Hammond, Marketing, Business Administration.
Madison Perks, Business Administration.
Camille Harmer, Economics.
Seth D. Anderson, Business Administration.
Arthur Raymond Wardle, Economics.
Courtney Dawn Holgate, Business Administration.
Michelle Wendy Jones, Economics and Environmental and Natural Resource Economics.
Isaac Paul Parkinson, Marketing.
Eliza A. Comer, Business Administration and Marketing.
Cade Basil Huskinson, Marketing.
Cameron J. Comer, Economics and Political Science.
Holly Elise Getz, Marketing, Economics.
Matthew Brian Jones, Economics and Mechanical Engineering.
Nicole Ashley Correa, Business Administration.
Anthony Lyle Israelson, Economics and International Business.
JC K. Bruno, Marketing.
Dylan Jonathan Nielsen, Finance.
Lauren Tresidder, Marketing.
Colton Joseph Creech, Finance.
Tyler Hale Crosby, Marketing.
Derek C. Nagley, Economics and Finance.
Gentry Allen Nielsen, Business Administration.
Tanner T. Jensen, Finance.
Jackson Parker Mills, International Business.
Cody Sorensen, Finance and Economics.
Austin Harrison Sheeney, Business Administration.
Jimmy Stevens, Finance and Economics.
Wyatt Frank Middaugh, Business Administration.
Cody Rick Humphreys, Finance.
Timothy James Hansen, Business Administration.
Shinli Lee, Economics.
Sharon Chatharanga Jayamila Mudalagi Dawn, Business Administration.
Royin Sun, Economics.
Jason Carey Hewitt, Business Administration.
Colton Crane, Finance and Accounting.
Abby Black, Business Administration.
Sarah Elizabeth Campbell, Economics and Ornamental Horticulture.
Cassandra Lee Lavender, Business Administration, Marketing.
Barrett James Wardenberg, Economics.
Brett Thomas Hanson, Business Administration.
Young Kun Liang, Economics.
Brant A. Nelson, Marketing.
Muzi Liu, Economics.
Crystal Lynette Lake, Business Administration.
Zipei Chin, Economics.
Tyson Kenneth Mears, Business Administration.
Tao Wei, Finance.
Benjamin Chamberlain Gordon, Marketing.
Shilong Chiao, Economics.
Jacob David Gutke, Marketing, Business Administration.
Ericho Song, Economics.
Erica Ruby Ortiz, Business Administration.
Yu Yang, Finance and Economics.
Kelsey Bailey, Business Administration.
Bo Tang, Economics.
Justin W. Krasek, Business Administration.
Fei Fan Soon, Economics and Finance.
Yanmio Huang, Economics.
Shu Zhang, Economics.
Emily Sanchez Baez, Business Administration.
Yifan Zhang, Economics.
Dallin D. Smith, Marketing.
Shun Cao, Economics.
Shalise Margaret McDonald, Marketing, Management Information Systems.
Yuan Ruan, Economics.
Dallin Quad Anderson, Marketing.
Anthony Robert Brown, Marketing.
Kelton Robert Conquest, Business Administration, Biology.
David Joseph Nelson, Marketing, Economics, and Business Administration.
Taylor Emerson Root, Business Administration, Marketing.
Trevor Cade Anderson, International Business.
Everett Schofield Smith III, Accounting.
Daniel Mario Sains, Economics.
Morgan Leishman, Family Consumer Human Development. Derek Paul Leishman, Marketing.
Sen Na, Economics.
Samuel James Pugmire, Business Administration.
Key Long, Economics.
Antonio Andre Valdez, Business Administration, Marketing, and Accounting.
Yinzi Fan, Economics.
Connor Michael Maloney, Marketing, Business Administration.
Zichin Ma, Economics and Finance.
Dakota Quinn Knight, Marketing, Business Administration.
Mingyu Niu, Economics and Finance.
Luis A. Flores, International Business.
Zong Bin Lee, Economics and Finance.
Alexis Rodriguez Garcia, International Business.
Rong Yu, Economics.
Charles Calden Archibald, Marketing.
Mohan Soon Fred, Economics and Finance.
Jacob J. Thompson, Business Administration.
Dean Anderson, I am proud to present to you the most epic Department of Management Information Systems class of 2017. Matthew Clifton Bowen, Management Information Systems.
Savannah Marie Lancaster, Business Administration.
Evan Brent Peterson, Management Information Systems.
Erica Dawn Lewis, Business Administration.
Darren Jin Wong, Management Information Systems.
Clarissa Christensen, Business Administration.
Jacob Charles Barney, Management Information Systems.
Christopher James Peterson, Marketing and Business Administration.
Jonathan Kamal El Bakari, International Business, Economics, and Management Information Systems.
Andrea Perez Correjo, International Business, Marketing, and Spanish.
Stephen Broderick, Management Information Systems.
Bryce Andrew Decker, Business Administration.
Brian Colton Pierce Rogers, Management Information Systems.
Andrew Michael Todd, Marketing.
Mark Robert Davidson, Management Information Systems. Brandon Taylor Mortensen, Management Information Systems. Robert Claiborne Epstein, Management Information Systems. Hayden Wayne Archibald, Management Information Systems. Garrett Dario Montrone, Management Information Systems. Austin J. Wilson, Management Information Systems. Blake L. Buchanan, Management Information Systems. Alex C. Christensen, Management Information Systems, and Rachel Smith Christensen, Accounting.
Brandon J. Hansen, Management Information Systems.
Chandler McKell Paulson, Management Information Systems.
Brian R. Naylor, Management Information Systems.
Kyle Conadarius, Management Information Systems.
Hillary J. Rogers, Management Information Systems.
Scott Joseph Summit, Management Information Systems.
Patrick M. Redding, Management Information Systems.
Nathan Leachman, Management Information Systems.
Jason Taylor Rock, Management Information Systems.
Matthew Bradley Liffereth, Management Information Systems.
Benjamin Joseph Briggs, Management Information Systems.
Jeffrey Allen Gustafson, Management Information Systems.
John William Schmidt, Management Information Systems.
Anura Christine Ivans, Management Information Systems.
Kyler T. Figgins, Management Information Systems.
Taylor Alyssa Thompson, Management Information Systems.
Daniel Wayne Swainson, Management Information Systems.
Aaron Sonra Tamashiro, Management Information Systems.
Jordan Nielsen, Management Information Systems.
Cody Arlen Hovey, Management Information Systems.
Bridger Jordan Barrett, Management Information Systems.
Courtney Lloyd Jones, Management Information Systems.
Shiloh Perry, Kinesiology and Health Science, and Taylor Perry, Accounting.
Bethany Johansson, Management Information Systems. Benjamin Q. McCulloch, Management Information Systems.
Sierra Malloy, Accounting.
Caldy James Bueller, Management Information Systems.
Kiara Lynn Rothwell, Accounting.
Jonathan David Curtis, Management Information Systems. Kyle DeHart, Management Information Systems. Amanda Lamb, Management Information Systems. Daniel Edward Rowe, Management Information Systems.
Dean Anderson, I am proud to present to you the School of Accountancy class of 2017. Gray William Beck, Accounting.
Samuel Lindquist, Accounting.
Emily Lynn Wild, Accounting.
David Earl Eldridge, Accounting.
Melanie Titchen, Accounting.
Devin Lott McGarry, Accounting.
Timothy James Hickson, Accounting and French.
Derek Keith Erickson, Accounting.
Travis Morgan Moore, Accounting.
Brandon Timothy Johnson, Accounting.
Andrew Norman Livermore, Accounting.
James Matthew Merrill, Accounting.
Larry Martin Wright, Accounting.
Colby Bryce Tracy, Accounting.
Kurt
Haley
B.
Tracy, Elementary Education.
Kirk B. Smedley, Accounting.
Kaya Rachel Stoker, Accounting. T. McKay Stoker, Mechanical Engineering.
Matthew Bryce Jolly, Accounting.
Matthew Stephen Ilario, Accounting Economics.
Amy Marie Deert, Accounting.
Kevin Troy Karchner, Accounting. Kira Ann Clem, Accounting.
Rantin Zhang, Econ.
JC Foster, Accounting. Alma Mercedes Garcia, Accounting.
Bofan Yang, Economics.
Seth M. Hilton, Accounting.
Haoshan Wang, Econ.
Austin Dale Dixon, Accounting.
Sinju Zhang, Economics.
Caitlin Morgan Johnston, Accounting.
Zipei Yang, Economics.
Rachel Lee Drollinger, Accounting.
Minghao Qi Li, Economics.
Daniel Tyler Gillespie, Accounting and Management Information Systems.
Yi Fan Zhang, Economics.
Skylar Cole Humphreys, Accounting.
Takamichi Noto, Accounting.
Paige Heslop, Accounting.
Andrea Lu Suafilo, Accounting. Monica Farfan, Accounting. Kayla Datweiler, Accounting, and Hayden Datweiler, Kinesiology and Human Science. Wenzhou Chen, Finance and Economics.
How about these graduates? You know, I just have to say to you graduates and also to your family and friends, it is such an honor for me to shake your hand and look into your eyes and to see the enthusiasm and excitement and confidence that you have in your graduation today. And I just know you're going to go forth and do great things, and we're going to be very, very honored to have you as alumni of Utah State University. So once again, congratulations to you all. And now it's my great pleasure and honor to introduce you to Jonathan Bolin, a dear friend of mine. We were undergraduates here at Utah State together, and you're not going to believe that because Jonathan looks so much younger than I. He is a little bit younger, but he looks a lot younger. Jonathan is the CEO and president of Colmena Group. He formed this group, which is a real estate development company, in 2008 and serves as its company chairman. He's an Aggie who received his bachelor's degree in business from Utah State University in 1978. He has owned and managed businesses for more than 30 years in the telecommunications, education, health and fitness industry, as well as real estate. Jonathan has served as the executive director of the Capital Arts Alliance, which is a public-private partnership that renovated the Eccles Theater, where we had the inauguration of President Crockett just the other night. And he's also constructed the Bolin Arts Center here in Logan. Jonathan has been a friend, as I said, for many years, and I'm so glad that we can have him come and give this commencement address just before he leaves to be a mission president for the LDS Church in Portland, Oregon. His example of leadership and entrepreneurial spirit inspires us. These are the pillars of the Huntsman School. They are capabilities and qualities we aspire to achieve and to develop in all of our graduates. Jonathan?
Thank you very much, Doug. You know, it was a great pleasure to sit next to $50 million today. That's not something you get to do every day. That'll be a journal entry tonight. So today we meet for commencement, also known as convocation. This tradition dates back to the 12th century in Europe. The dress of gowns and hoods is adapted from the daily dress of university staff in the Middle Ages. That's an interesting thought. Caps were added in the 18th century. The colors that represent the various fields of learning were assigned later and standardized in the late 19th century. Business gets the color drab, which is a dull, light brown. Drab, the word, is defined as dull, cheerless, lacking in spirit and brightness. I don't know, perhaps they thought that business was dull or lacking in spirit. That has not been the case for me in my career. I would sincerely like to congratulate all of the graduates here today and suggest some thoughts on what might be helpful to you in your future. As Doug said, I graduated from Utah State in 1978. The year-end close of the Dow Jones average was 805. The Radio Shack Tandy TRS-80 computer sold for $400 and had 4 kilobytes of memory. The Federal Reserve rate was 12%, and the annual inflation rate was 8%. As you know, the Dow now is over 20,000. The Fed Reserve rate is 1%, basically free, and inflation is around 2%. It's hard to predict future business environments. They are always shifting in flux and can have dramatic changes. I have 4 ideas about what will serve you well, no matter what the future business environment is. First, try and find a company and people that you like to work with. I was privileged to grow up in Logan and be part of this great community that is part academic, part religious, part business-friendly environment, and a really beautiful place to live. I have to admit that the wind blowing out of the canyon, 7:30 a.m. classes in the winter were a challenge, but by spring I forgot how cold it was. I started my career in a family-owned business of radio broadcasting and cable television. I started investing in real estate in 1990, for-profit career schools in 1993, and a health and fitness gym in 2001. I now am primarily in real estate, as Doug mentioned, with the Colmena Group, and I still own Provo College and Eaglegate College. I have followed my entrepreneurial instincts many times, and I have looked smart, and I have looked stupid. Interesting how history can make you look. It's best not to think that you are too smart. Along the way, I've had great partners, associates, and family members who have made significant contributions to the companies I've worked at. I've learned that it makes a big difference if you like the people you work with and the company you work for. That may seem obvious, but it really can influence your career in a major way if you enjoy the people. I've also found that if you have a good working relationship, you are likely to stay at your job long enough to make a contribution to the company and learn all that you can before moving on. Each job you have has something to offer, and staying with it long enough to get that is important, I believe. When we hire new associates, we always look at how many jobs that person has had with each company. Those who have changed jobs a lot are less appealing. Second, be ready, and when the time is right, be willing to take risks. In 1986, the time seemed right for me. I joined the cable television company in Logan in 1980. At the time, it was owned by Bonneville International Corporation and my father and his siblings. Bonneville sold its interest to my father's family, and then in 1986, I was given a chance to purchase the company. I did not have the money to buy the company. I did have knowledge of the industry and of the market. All my closest advisors and family members told me not to do it. They said it was too risky. Cable TV was still in its formative years, and it was difficult to get financing locally. Fortunately, I had made connections with banks back east who knew the business and wanted to help me acquire the company. A leveraged buyout sounded even more risky to those advising me to pass on this opportunity. I could not pass it up. I always wanted to own my own business, financing was available, and my entrepreneurial juices were flowing. Buying a business may not be in your future, but taking financial risks will be. Be ready and willing to do so if you know it's the right thing to do. How can you know if a risk is worth taking? A good article entitled, "Take a Risk, the Odds Are Better Than You Think," in the Forbes June 2013 magazine. It's a good place to start. Third, if you get in a position of leadership and authority, try to get your staff in the right seats on the bus. Sometimes the smartest and most educated associates are not the best fit for the job. There are other traits that should be considered. I think one of those is emotional intelligence, which is defined as, quote, the ability to identify, assess, and influence one's own feelings and those of others, unquote. The ability to be a team player and the capacity to communicate would be two more that I would add. I remember hearing Bill Marriott of the Marriott International Corporation say that if you have an associate in the wrong position in your company, don't delay in making a change. I had such a situation in my career and waited too long to make a move. This person was well liked, and I kept thinking that things would be different. Because I waited too long and the market changed, we missed the window to sell the company at a good value. Fourth, seek to find balance and start early to give back to causes you believe in. Recognize that business will bring you money, and in some cases, a lot of money, but not necessarily meaning and fulfillment in your life. Author Daniel Goleman observes, quote, "It used to be that you left work and went home. Now you've got your devices that follow you everywhere. The body is designed to be energetic and active and then recover. People don't have any recovery time. There's been this silent, invisible ratcheting up of invasion of our space. The result is that everyone's multitasking like crazy, and the more you do it, the worse you get at it," unquote. We are bombarded with distractions. A 2000 study from USC estimated that the average American consumes an astonishing 13+ hours of media a day. Finding a balance of work, family, play, and other interests will be challenging, but very important for you. Your career will last many decades, and now is a good time to implement good habits and behavior that will ensure well-being and good health mentally and physically. To further prove my point, how many of you are texting or looking at your phones right now? Come on, be honest. Okay, right there, honesty, thank you. John Huntsman talked about honesty, you're right there. The challenge is for us to be here now, not somewhere else. Over the years, Julie and I have had the opportunity to work with others on some philanthropic causes. One of those is Aggies Elevated, a 2-year certificate program in the College of Education that allows students who have learning disabilities to attend Utah State. The opportunity to learn is a powerful gift, and when that chance to learn is given to those who don't normally have that possibility, it is a special gift. Our daughter Sarah graduated from Aggies Elevated last year in 2016 and was part of the first cohort of students. Last year, here in the Spectrum, the six student graduates in the initial Aggies Elevated class were given a standing ovation by the students in the College of Education and then by the entire audience. Julie and I were moved to tears, and it was a great day for our family to see Sarah graduate from USU. Sarah and Julie are with me here today. Another cause we like is the Leonard J. Arrington Chair of Mormon History and Lecture Series here at USU. Named after Dr. Arrington, who taught in the College of Business for 26 years and who was church historian for the Mormon Church, it is an effort to educate students in a religious way, and the lecture series reaches out to the community to build goodwill and foster dialogue around religious issues. Religion and religious freedom is an important topic in our world today. Efforts to understand one another better on the subject of religion are essential, I believe, and we need graduates in this field to help lead us to a more civilized and constructive conversation. The number of people killed each year because of religious intolerance is a staggering figure. In closing, I share some advice from one of my favorite business consultants and authors. In 1982, Tom Peters and Robert Waterman published In Search of Excellence, which is one of the best-selling business books ever. It is one of my favorites. I recently heard Tom speak, and he is as energetic and passionate as ever as to what makes a company succeed over the long term. I share 3 of his observations. First, forget China, India, and the internet. Economic growth is driven by women. Number 2, almost half of U.S. jobs are at high risk of computerization over the next 20 years. And number 3, Conrad's commandment. Conrad Hilton, founder of Hilton Hotels, at a gala celebrating his career, was called to the podium and asked, "What were the most important lessons you learned in your long and distinguished career?" His answer? "Remember to tuck the shower curtain inside the bathtub." I wish you the very best possible future. I can promise you that it will be different than you think in many ways. It will be great if you continue to learn, surround yourself with good people, take full advantage of the opportunities that are given you, and seek for balance in your life. Have an awesome day, and thank you, and go Aggies.
Thank you, Jonathan. Now, I know you think we're just a couple of old guys up here, but I guarantee you that things are going to pass fast for you in the next 40 years, if you can believe it. Jonathan and I have known each other for more than 40 years. And when you get to that place, you'll look back and you'll say, how did that all happen so fast? Well, it's a cliche until it happens to you. And so what I encourage you to do is take the advice that Jonathan's given you today. Be very careful to make sure that you spend enough time in your life looking for meaning along the way, as well as looking for money. Now, I'm going to close our remarks today because I want us to get out of here in a reasonable time. And I had some prepared remarks that I'm going to sort of truncate. And I'm just going to remind you of something that Oliver Wendell Holmes once said. You're going to have to listen a little carefully to this because you won't get it the first time. He said, "I would not give a fig for the simplicity this side of complexity, but I would give my very life for the simplicity on the other side of complexity." Think about that one for a while, okay? Now, this morning in the Washington Post, there was a very short opinion piece written by George Shultz and Martin Feldstein. Feldstein was one of my professors at Harvard in graduate school. And he still is a professor of economics at Harvard University. He was chairman of the Council of Economic Advisors and president of the National Economic Bureau of Research. And Shultz is a former U.S. Secretary of Labor, Treasury, and State, the only person who's ever held those 3 positions in his lifetime. And he's a distinguished fellow at the Hoover Institution. And they were writing about what you need to know about trade. Everything you need to know about trade economics in 70 words. This is the simplicity on the other side of complexity, okay? Here's what they said. If a country consumes more than it produces, it must import more than it exports. That's not a ripoff, that's arithmetic. If we manage to negotiate a reduction in the Chinese trade surplus with the United States, we will have an increased trade deficit with some other country. And third, federal deficit spending, a massive and continuing act of saving, is the culprit. Control that spending, and you will control trade deficits. I don't need to tell you how much at odds that insight is with what you're hearing from the man who's in the White House. You have an education now to know whether he's telling you the truth or not. Remember the simplicity on the other side of complexity, and congratulations for the hard work that you put into your degree. And now, As is a Huntsman School commencement tradition, our outgoing Huntsman School Senator Nadir Takarli will read what has become our motto, the Dare Mighty Things quote from President Theodore Roosevelt. Nadir.
Far better is it to dare mighty things, to win glorious triumphs, even though checkered by failure, than to rank with those poor spirits who neither enjoy nor suffer much, because they live in a gray twilight that knows not victory nor defeat.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Those three words, dare mighty things, are the things we want you to remember going out today. Thank you to Nadir, and thank you all, family and friends and graduates, for coming. As we conclude, I would ask the audience to remain seated until our graduates recess. This year we're doing it a little differently. We're going to have the graduates go out the back and up the stairs to the east. They will follow our marshals, so I'm going to ask the department marshals to stand up and be prepared now to help our graduates recess. Everyone, please join me in giving a final congratulations to the brilliant, beautiful, and fabulous class of 2017.